Hi, in this video, we are going to talk about a final 1 month strategy for your US CMA exam. So I'm going to assume that there's only 1 month remaining for your exam. So in this strategy, we're going to break down things into three parts: phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Phase 1 will be for first 3 weeks of your preparation. Phase 2 is going to be for last 1 week, and phase 3 is going to be just last 1 day. So please grab a pen and paper and start taking notes. And secondly, if you're new to this channel, then hi, my name is Aditya Shelar. I'm founder and CEO at FinStreet Education, and I'm also the faculty lead for CMA program here. I have around 6 years of corporate experience where I've worked with investment banks, product management, fintech companies, and even consultancy companies. Currently, I'm a startup consultant plus a full-time faculty, and I'm a certified CMA, FRM, and I've also completed my MBA from IIM Lucknow. So let's get started. Now coming to the main strategy, that is for 4 weeks before your actual exam. But before talking about the strategy, there is some assumption I'm going to have. See, in terms of exam preparation prerequisite, I assume that you have completed going through all the textbook, study material, video lectures, everything. Second thing, I'm going to also assume that you have practiced around 30 to 50 MCQs from each concept or each chapter. Third thing, I'm going to also assume that you have tested yourself to a decent level, which means after completing a section, you have appeared for a sectional test of, let's say, 50 or 60 questions, or maybe you have completed 4 sections. Then you have appeared for a, let's say, mid-season mock. At FinStreet, we call it mid-season mock, that after completing 3 sections, I give a full-length mock of 100 MCQs on these 3 sections. My assumption is that you have completed all this and your accuracy level is somewhere around more than 75% or 80%. If it is about 70%, then also it's fine, but you are in a, I would say, amber zone, not a safe zone. Less than 70% of accuracy is, I would say, where you are in a red zone. Then you need to really pace up your preparation. Now coming to overall 4 weeks. In this, let's focus on phase 1, that is first 3 weeks of your preparation. In these 3 weeks, I need you to appear for at least 3 mock exams full length, covering all sections, and at most 6 to 7 mock exams. Now, if you're a student at FinStreet, you will have 2 full-length mock exams coming in from Hock, 2 full-length mock exams coming in from our end. And after these 4 mock exams, if you still need any help, I'll arrange 1 more mock exam. So you will have access to 5 mock exams. But secondly, I also want you to appear for IMA support package. Now, what is support package? I'll come to that. Maybe let's complete talking about mock exams first. See, whenever you're appearing for a mock exam, there should be a 3-day cycle you should be following. On day 1, you should appear for a full-length mock exam similar to exam-like conditions. So let's say if your exam is at 12 p.m. from 12 to 3 MCQ and 3 to 4 case studies, even at your home or in your library, sit for the exam at 12 p.m. From 12 to 3 appear for MCQ, and from 3 to 4 appear for case studies. Secondly, on the day you're appearing for your mock exam, make sure you're highlighting all the incorrect MCQs. Because on the next day, I want you to practice all the MCQs which you got incorrect. And secondly, go back to the concept where it was covered in the textbook or even in your own notes. If required, watch video lecture again. I don't recommend watching a lot of video lectures in the last month. I assume that you have already completed the learning part. So you shouldn't focus much on learning now. It should be practice and testing. So यहाँ पर I mainly expect you to visit your own notes and textbook wherever you are getting questions incorrect. Third day, whichever questions or whichever chapters are marked as VIP, very important for the exam. Ideally, your teacher means at FinStreet, I'll be giving you a list of all the VIP questions. But let's say if you're someone who has opted for self-study, go and talk to people who have completed CMA, and you cannot ask for questions directly that what kind of questions showed up. So instead, indirectly ask that, what kind of chapter or concept is likely to be tested on CMA. In that sense, if your peer or if your friend is able to help you, well and good. Practice that on the third day. So day 1 is your mock, day 2 is your incorrect questions ka solution, going through it, and second is revisiting your notes. Day 3 is going through VIP questions. So after each mock, there should be a cycle of 3 days which you will follow. If you're appearing for 5 mock exams, this will occupy 15 days. Now coming to IMA support package, this is your Bible. Talking about my experience, IMA support package, the kind of style used for writing those questions, framing a specific case study, that is very similar to actual exam. So it will help you get a good idea about what you can expect in the exam. Second thing, when you're going through IMA support package, make sure you're solving it for 3 times. In your first attempt, whenever you're solving a question, mark it as an easy, moderate, or difficult. I used to do a star, technique. If something is very easy, 1 star, moderate, 2 star, difficult, 3 star. Solve the whole IMA support package. In your second attempt of solving the whole document, skip 1-star questions. Skip all the easy questions. Don't waste your time. Focus on 2-star and 3-star questions only. and in your third attempt only focus on 3-star questions. This will take up ideally another week. So pretty much you will be occupied for first 3 weeks of your preparation. Now coming to mainly fourth week of your preparation. Now in the last week, there are two things I need you to focus on. One is, during your preparation, you might have come through some concepts which are very difficult to digest. For example, I'll take a very simple example. You don't know how to handle questions on liquidity ratios. So what I need you to do is, one is in the morning, sit with all the concepts, go through it. In the afternoon, take up 30, 40, 50, as much as possible questions from liquidity section only and practice it inside out. This will make sure that your concept is crystal clear. There shouldn't be any section, any concept or any chapter where you're struggling as such. If you are struggling, this is what I did and this will help you as well, definitely. Second thing I want you to do is, it should be day one, a concept level, MCQ level practice and revision. On the second level, it should be simple revision. So let's say from support package or from mock exams, anything is pending. Because I've given you a tight schedule for first 3 weeks, there's a good chance you might take 4 days or 5 days in a cycle, or even support package might take additional time. So something is that is overlapping, something that is pending in terms of VIP question, support package, case studies, anything. You can practice it here as well. Third thing, case studies. Make sure in the last week, you are actually typing out case studies ke answers and getting it reviewed from a CMA. If you're with FinStreet, send me your answers, I'll review it. Make sure you are completely prepared end to end. Wherever your accuracy is struggling, make sure you're targeting it for a specific day and you get rid of it in that specific week. This is the last chance for you to complete your preparation. This will more or less take care of 4 weeks of preparation. Now coming to last one day. Now for last one day, there's a huge list of things I want to talk to you about. It is about, what safety measures you need to take, what additional things you need to carry, how you can plan your travel routine. In my case, I used to stay in Pune and the exam center was in Mumbai. I had to, especially plan my travel in a specific way. Staying is required, or can you travel in the morning? And number of things. There have been instances where students entered the exam hall, but they were asked to leave because of some document level discrepancy. So there are n number of things I want you to cover. Let's do one thing. I'll cover these points in a new video immediately after this, and that video is something you can refer to maybe 3 or 4 days before the actual exam. And I think that's pretty much it when it comes to strategy. But one super important point, make sure you're not leaving any concept or chapter as an option. What we used to do in school or colleges, okay, I will skip this chapter or concept and maybe it won't show up in the exam. Please don't do that. It's an expensive exam. You don't want to risk failure. Second thing, all the best from my end. I'll be very happy if you crack the exam. Do let me know if you pass. You have my best wishes. In case you have any issue, you can reach out to me. There's a link in the description for our WhatsApp community. I'm there as an admin. You can DM me anytime during the weekdays. If I don't respond, feel free to call me directly during weekdays, preferably between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. only. But yeah, call me directly. I'm there to help you out. If you have any concern, just reach out. All the best once again. Make sure you pass the exam. You have my best wishes and blessings. All the best.